Hey guys, it's Michael. I have a quick update for you on the second stimulus package from the White House. More White House officials are going against what President Trump has been saying, and in a CNBC op-ed, former White House Chief of Staff Mick Mulvaney said there's still an inexcusable problem with the virus testing and that the next stimulus bill should focus on dealing with the virus. So in today's video, I'm going to break down exactly what he said in this op-ed and what he said should be the focus of the second stimulus package. He goes over specific details of who should receive money and where the funding should go. But before we get started, please be sure to like the video down below and subscribe to my channel if you want to stay up to date on the stock market, stimulus checks, and how to make money in general. Also, don't forget to get your 2 free stocks valued up to $1,400 when you download the Webull investing app using the link down below, and get $5 immediately when you download the Acorns investing app. So as the GOP deals with a surge in the virus cases all across the country, at the same time as the U.S. is trying to reopen the economy, former White House Chief of Staff Mick Mulvaney argued in a CNBC op-ed earlier today that lawmakers need to realize that the current economic condition and the economic crisis is a public health issue. He said that the main issue right now isn't about opening up, isn't about more stimulus. He said the main issue that everything needs to be focused on is solving the public health issue with the virus. He goes on to explain how right now, even though over 7 million jobs have been created in the last 2 months, 4.8 million jobs in June and over 2 million jobs in May, he said retail sales have gone up and new home sales have had a record high in May. He said the big issue right now is what is going on with the virus, because if virus cases continue to spike, well then things will have to shut down again, and that will cause more people to lose their jobs, and that will take a hard hit on the economy. He said at this point, everyone already expects that Congress will pass another stimulus package. So it's not a matter of if we will see one, it's a matter of what it should focus on. And he goes into specific details. He said right now, the math is simple. He said we're in a recession in an election year. He said lawmakers will pass something so that when it comes to election time, they have something to talk about during their campaigns in the fall. So he goes on to say when Congress comes back from its July 4th recess on July 20th, he explains how the next package should be directed at the root cause of the recession and everything going on in the economy right now, which is dealing with the virus. He said that has to be the main focus of the next relief package. He calls the virus the cause of our economic illness, the cause of the recession, which is true because without the virus and without the pandemic, we would not be in a recession right now. The former Trump administration chief of staff specified that stimulus funds in the next relief package should go to initiatives such as research funding, therapeutics for the virus, and improving the virus testing capacity. He says those are the 3 main aspects that should be focused on in the next relief bill, in addition to things like stimulus checks and unemployment benefits, because without us solving what is going on with the virus and fixing that issue, we're going to continue to see record high unemployment numbers because people are afraid to go outside, businesses have to shut down, and states are putting more restrictions into place. He writes that the country's continued testing problem is inexcusable right now, saying his children have had to either wait 5 to 7 days for test results or have been told they do not qualify for a test at all. At this point, everyone should qualify for a test, he says. It shouldn't matter how old you are. Everyone should be able to take the test, and it shouldn't take 5 to 7 days to hear back the results because essentially, that's going to do more harm to the economy. If people take a test, they think they're okay, and they wait 5 to 7 days, well, in those 5 to 7 days, they probably have gone out and transferred the virus to even more people. He said that's simply inexcusable at this point, and this goes against what President Trump has been saying because he repeatedly has bragged about the U.S. testing, suggesting that it is better and superior to that of other countries. And even on last Thursday, Trump tweeted that our testing is much bigger and better compared to other countries. The president has also previously said that the U.S. has the highest quality test as well. However, according to what Mick Mulvaney said in this interview, he said that we don't have the best testing right now, and still, if everyone can't even get tested, his daughter wasn't able to get tested, and 5 to 7 days is simply too long. So even if we have the best testing, it needs to be better because waiting 5 to 7 days will just hurt the economy. And finally, he goes on to explain how the government needs to realize that the current economic crisis is public health driven. So using ordinary stimulus measures and ordinary fiscal tools, he said, might not be particularly effective moving forward. He said it might not just be effective to give everyone money, because that doesn't solve the main issue. He said that the fact that people aren't going on vacation, people aren't going to restaurants, has more to do with fear of getting sick than it has to do with their current economic condition. What he means by this is that people who typically go on vacation and spend a lot of money on vacations have more disposable income, and they probably still have enough money to go on vacations. They're simply just choosing not to because they don't feel safe. He said giving people a check or some financial incentive to travel won't solve the big issue, because the big issue right now is solving what is going on with the virus, making it so people can return to work and people feel safe going out. Jerome Powell has said the same thing previously as well. Jerome Powell said that the main issue right now for seeing the economy recover is finding a vaccine and making sure people feel safe going outside. So this isn't the first time we've heard this, but this was a report that was written earlier today by former White House Chief of Staff Mick Mulvaney. So I just want to keep you updated on what is happening here, what he said the focus should be of more stimulus measures moving forward. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to get your 2 free stocks valued up to $1,400 when you download the Webull investing app using the link down below. Get $5 immediately when you download the Acorns investing app. Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to like the video down below, leave a comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.